10. 10?
10 total?
Miss. Yeah. I need another dexterity saving throw, please. Non-natural 20. You are going to take 19 points of cold damage.
And no longer
You break back into Fernir after the force of that attack. Is that you are no longer in your 8th form and you don't have multi-attack, that uses up your action for the turn.
could have used Spark Inspiration on that one.
Yeah, it's okay. I guess. Still have a movement and a bonus action. You can wild shape as a bonus action. You might have some spells.
Gotta disrupt the
Spell
summoning
magic.
magic.
Spell magic is an action, unfortunately.
No, I think I'm done.
Okay, gonna stay right where you are. All right. So Fernir sort of like smashes into the barrier, and you see the Girlin form shatters off him like ice. He kind of shakes himself off, kind of shakes off the cold and the numbing sensation. Your arms are no longer frozen as your form breaks. You kind of come back to yourself. But Fernir kind of like stands strong in front of that woman. After that, it's going to be Kurmar's turn. He wants to go?
Yeah, Kurmar's gonna run right here. That'll give Fernir Pack Tactics.
Pack Tactics, yeah, which gives him advantage, but he's attacking into epic disadvantage.
He's gonna use the help action.
Which gives him advantage.
Yeah.
Which
It doesn't defeat epic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. He's not gonna reach in, or maybe he'll reach in.
You can attack.
You do know from watching Fernir fight that if you miss an attack, you're good at it.
Yeah, if you miss an attack, you get hurt, but if you hit the attack, you don't.
Then he'll try.
Yeah.
He's got advantage on it.
Kurmar does
doesn't.
not have advantage. Yep.
Sorry, I'm so fucking used to not having epic disadvantage.
Yeah.
It's okay, this is the first time it's ever shown up.
Yeah, divine beings are a little bit fancy.
Why did it fucking disappear before my very eyes?
You dropped the model.
Yeah, that's Holly. So he's got a regular attack?
He has his regular round of multi-attack, yes.
Or he's got disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Yeah, he has his regular number of attacks, but he has disadvantage on his attacks.
Excuse you.
Oh, and then at the end of that didn't get resolved. That was still concentrating on the elements there. Yep, that is a minor.
Well, that is
A 20, you said? I'll take it.
No, but it was pretty good. 25?
25?
Yeah.
A 25 is in fact going to hit.
It's gonna hit Talus. Good job.
26 damage.
20, oh, fucking what?
Yeah. Wait.
It's actually 30.
14.
Oh.
Okay.
Sorry.
Advantage on that. Yeah. Okay. So Kurma reaches in and bites onto her leg, and she manages to kick it off, and she takes a solid hit. She just goes.
And he gets his regular set of attacks because I didn't use my bonus action.
Holly would use her bonus action to give him his attacks. If you didn't,
I didn't use my bonus action.
because your bonus action commands him, so Holly would be able to make an attack.
And he gets one more at disadvantage.
Correct.
It's a crit.
No.
Oh, come on.
21?
Hits.
20.
Oh, sorry, it was 22.
Still hits.
Nothing's worse than a
Then a 22.
22. Because it's a fake 21.
That's good.
13 more damage? Oh, also he has to roll to not be
I've
prone.
been.
Okay.
Yeah, epic advantage on both of them. She succeeds both times. Kurmar manages to bite onto her and lashes outwards, and he manages to just escape before the chaotic energy pulses into him, but she takes some significant damage from his two bites. She just kind of like wobbles on weakened legs. That's it for Kurmar.
Okay, 1 sec. Let me make sure.
So, with that, Melisana and Luciano are
Yeah,
going to go.
that's
And now Melisana is not going to need that thing that was done before. But instead what's going to happen
We're going to take the advantage, but he's encouraging you for here.
is Melisana's going to move over here. She moves around. That's 10, 20, 30. Yep, perfect. So Melisana puts herself right there, and she turns with Talus at her side and the wizard over there, and she'll just kind of like channel as much divine energy as she can into herself. The energy coalesces up into the spiritual necklace of Timora that is around her neck and courses into her lungs. Guys, sorry. Courses up into her lungs, and she'll raise her voice and just shout, "Enough!" And a utterance of brilliant white energy will extend outwards. Both of the enemies are within her range. She casts Divine Word. Oh wait, right, hold on. Before she does that, Luciano is going to,
Do some shit.
he's going to Water Whip at epic disadvantage. Minus, what's my bonus? No, we got it.
Wow. Oh, good for him.
That's not great. Is that enough? That is going to be 10 points of damage, which drops him to... Okay. He whips out with a water whip and smacks the wizard in the back of the head. As he does, the divine utterance explodes outwards, and it affects things of varying hit points. It hits Talus and the wizard.
With two Z's.
He's not that cool.
And what did you the power to shape the world at the dawn of creation? So, here's what happens. Talus hears the word, and you just hear her go, "Ah!" Then she holds on to both of her ears, and then as she lifts her ears up, there's just blood pouring down from her ears, and she's looking around, just like, "What happened? Where are you? What's happening? I can't hear a thing."
What?
And then after that, the wizard just, he is blasted back by the force of the attack. He has 30 or fewer hit points, so the wizard is blind, deaf, and stunned for 1 hour. What? Yep, so he just stops in place, and then the energy just, he's no longer concentrating, so at the end of his turn, he will take damage from the stream of energy. The energy started to build up and crackle around the outside of the wizard, and all of a sudden she's like, should I get close to there? Luciano is then going to use his movement action to not move, but teleport himself 30 feet. He no longer needs to touch the ground. He'll put himself over there and keep an eye on Talus. That is the end of their move. Then Talus is just going to be like, "Arvea Turace, please, we're so close. You will get your vengeance on the shapeshifter when the Dragon Queen comes. Are you listening?" She can't hear a thing. She has disadvantage. She is going to attempt to convince Arvea Turace to finish the sacrifices.
Oh, she's distracted because he killed her husband.
Yeah. Not only that, we fucked the corpse too.
Yeah, we're wearing it. We all have a tooth around our neck from it.
She
Those are the teeth Asher made into necklaces, so
absolutely.
we all have one of his teeth on
She
there.
turns towards Fernir and she snorts. And she just says, "I will. She is the one who deserves vengeance."
Come on, Frank, antagonize her,
The
antagonize
dragon
her.
will turn towards
You know what? I'm gonna cutting words that shit.
Yep, okay. What are you rolling?
D10.
You can take the bag if you want. I'm not attached to it.
-9.
-9. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to work. So instead, she kind of like tilts and she says,
I'm sorry, you're about to get a dragon after you.
Can't wait. And she's going to unload a bevy of attacks into you.
What a nice thing.
You're doing a great service.
Does a 12 hit from here?
Nay.
Oh, nay!
That one is going to be a 27.
No.
Is it a disadvantage?
Yes.
Yeah, you have to disadvantage. 18.
Right.
Nice.
Unhappy.
And 11.
Nice.
She only manages to hit
One
one.
hit.
Yep.
And she takes 3 bombs.
slams into the barrier several times.
Ow!
This is all because of one cutting words.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
So the first thing that happens is she reaches out with a claw. She manages, like, she slams herself against the barrier, angrily and furiously striking. She manages to
Ancient
reach
dragon.
out once with the claw and strike at
Aria Rathator.
Fernir for
No, whatever.
12.
Or is this a bird on
Fernir is going to take 25 points of slashing damage from one of the dragon's massive frozen claws. However, the dragon slams and smashes itself against the barrier multiple times, energy seizing off of it, and she will take.
You want the rest of it?
I'm good, thank you.
She will take.
Oh,
What did I fucking say? I have it here. She will take 97 points of
What?
damage from the barrier as she slams into and she just looks at you, she's
She doesn't
frothing
care.
in the mouth, and she's like, "I will end you for taking it from me." And Tal's just like, "What's happening?" And like there's completely losing
What's going on?
the sacrifice
Pit, right?
What?
Like a
Oh,
pit.
there's no pit. It's just like a bit. Yeah, the people are like backing up now as the dragon is down.
I'll take the necklace off and be like, oops, and throw it in the pit.
Which necklace?
With her husband.
Oh, with her
tooth on
tooth.
it.
Oh, you're gonna throw it into the barrier? You
Yeah.
pick it up and toss it, and it just sizzles.
Oh no!
She's totally distracted by you now, and at this point, until Talus, who is deaf, can get her under control, that dragon can absolutely not continue the flow of sacrifices. The energy starts to falter and like peter
you
out.
pretty much just walked in and dropped your dick on the.
And at the end of the round, when the wizard is incinerated by the flow of uncontrolled energy that Melisana has stunned him with, the energy has nowhere to go to, and the energy isn't continuing, so it peters out and has nothing to concentrate to. You cause another critical weakness.
Oh.
Yeah!
I was looking for
Fucking
catch up,
critical,
yeah.
That's what you want.
All right.
I did it.
And so with Fernir's...
Is that 3 now?
That is 2 critical weaknesses, 2 major weaknesses, and a minor weakness to the ritual.
Dude.
With that, the flow of sacrifices is stunted, and the energy starts to undulate, failing and coalescing around in a chaotic sphere.
You could just leave the room.
One
Yeah, if you
more.
want
It would take care of itself.
Also, at the end of this round,
It really
since
would.
Callista's on the edge there, I need Callista to make a perception check,
Maybe you
please.
just take this like just out of its reach so it keeps
And because of the
trying to
petering and
turning
flickering
itself.
of the oil above, you may make it an advantage.
Advantage.
Gotcha, bitch.
Here we go.
I'm not going to do much better than that. Yeah. 19 plus
Some numbers. It's big.
20.
One big boy attack.
20. God damn it. 26.
Probably.
26?
Probably
Okay,
something.
so you look
You
up,
don't need to do
and
anything else.
now that you have a
Just
little bit
take,
more
like, a step
clarity of the
back.
battlefield and the portal.
Well, I mean, true.
Yeah, exactly. You can see. So everybody, Callista looks up. You can see 100 feet up in the air, there is like a cracked spire that's similar in shape to this one, but it looks like some sort of staging ground where all of the energy is coalescing. You now see at the apex of where the magic is concentrating, you can see a swarm of devils floating around, and peering in between the devil's movements, you see a figure. He is floating, 5 colors of energy streaming through his body and flowing out of his mouth and eyes. This figure is short for a human, tanned skin and a long goatee. He bears a large red dragon helm and a purple-colored robe with a
There he
turban
is.
denoting him as a member of the Kalimshan Desert, as a native of the Kalimshan Desert. The energy flows through his body and arcs upwards as the portal sort of coalesces around him and the summoning ritual sort of conduits itself through him. You see it reach above onto that summoning platform, and then as you peer beyond with your incredibly high perception roll, you can see 50 more feet upwards, instead of the energy arcing up at the summoning point, you can see through a hallucinatory terrain spell that has created a blank spot in the cavern. Looking up 50 feet more, you see the exact same person. Perched on his shoulder is a pseudo-dragon that's like cackling and rubbing its hands together, and he is gathering all the energy into a holy symbol and concentrating, focusing the energy down.
He's 150 feet
He
away?
is 150 feet straight up in the air. And you can see the energy is now concentrating, and you look at him, and with your perception, you can see him chanting, and the symbol starts to crack, and he smiles. He shrugs, and you see him mouth, "Good enough." And energy starts to coalesce. You are very close to a serious problem. We begin the top of the round. But Callista can see that now.
Callista takes right.
Something is happening 150 feet up. Only Callista can see that. We can start with this room, back at the top of the order.
Guys!
Well then. That is a very big problem. But we don't know about it.
That's true. Only Callista knows.
I mean, shouting is a free action.
Callista will be able to say something to the group. At this point, only people in this room or the white room will be able to hear her over the commotion.
Which room?
That's funny because
white
I have
room or
thaumaturgy.
Ah.
If you have thaumaturgy, you'd be able to reach to any of the adjacent rooms, but not these. You'd have to cast thaumaturgy on your turn.
Well, it's not my turn, it's not.
Nope.
Yes.
We go here?
Yep, absolutely.
Into the portal we go!
Yeah, murder time. You both can go into the portal now if you want to. Move? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Both of you rip through the arcane gates. Standing
Surprise, motherfucker! And
Surprise, motherfucker.
I'm going to go for a flurry of blows on the dragon because,
a flurry of blows with your rope.
yeah.
With
Okay.
the fancy thing, right?
Yep.
I don't have Rod of Winter, but I do get 2 attacks, one with Scather and one with the Dragon Blade.
Yep, absolutely. Len, you may feel free to make your attacks as well.
Good thing I get advantage. I don't get advantage, do I?
Advantage, no.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, no.
I mean, Lem and her are right next to each other, and she's a rogue.
Yeah, but she doesn't get advantage for that. She just gets sneak attack.
Whoops, not inside of it.
In there. I'll
Well,
play it.
that's gonna hit, thankfully. That's the Dragon Blade.
Yep.
Ah!
Oh no, goodbye.
Peace.
We killed him.
Wrong one. That one's the dragon. That was the wizard. Got it. Oh, that wizard's dead. Sorry, he incinerated at the end of the turn because he was stunned and
The
can't.
dragon up here is
The
still...
dragon's. No,
That's
that's
it.
not the dragon. The other figure you have is the dragon. Yes, there. That guy is dead. Great. I did it.
Everything's falling to pieces around me!
Okay,
quit.
All right. Move our turns. We gotta move our turns quick. Let's go.
Okay.
Don't boss me, man.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, we got to. Board is not fast.
We are getting close to the end.
12. Okay.
Gonna make us misstep, and then it's gonna be
That one's gonna
our
be,
fault.
oh, that wasn't even sneak attack damage. So we're starting with 23 with
Okay.
the Dragon Blade, and...
That was good.
23 plus 12 is 35, 38, 39, 41, 44, 49 damage, plus, plus 6.
Yeah, right.
49 plus 6 is,
He is up there.
Yeah.
What, Saruman?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh. Well,
so 55 damage.
55 damage. to the
Unless the Rod of Winter is still,
Nope,
Okay.
one application.
okay. Yes. 55 damage to the dragon.
He hisses and snarls. Is that both blades?
The first one was natural 1.
Oh, okay, yeah. So your stater misses and your dragon slaying sword jams into the side of him. The creature snarls and turns.
And I'm gonna slip past him, and he can't do anything about. I'll make the acrobatics.
Yeah, you can make an acrobatics
He
check.
can't attack me because mobile. Well, this
Yes.
swashbuckler.
Yeah. Also, you're still in his range. So.
Okay, that's a 16 plus. It's a 28.
Yes, you're good. You
That means-
slip underneath his tail and slide to the side, making room for Lem to strike.
Okay.
Make your attacks.
Okay. Lem makes his first attack. Does a 25 hit?
25 will, in fact, hit.
Excellent.
Okay.
Strike them down.
Alright. I'm gonna fucking just hit the guy. 14 damage.
14 points of damage?
Yep. And then hit him again. A 27.
27?
Yes.
That will hit, absolutely.
Dig,
18 damage.
So he's taking
big damage.
Yep, absolutely. He looks like he's pretty incensed by the amount of carving through his scales you've been able to effortlessly do. You're no regular warriors, but he looks like he's now just frustrated and staring at both of you. Away from my perch, scum. The queen calls out from her prison.
Go ahead, try and cast a spell. See what happens. He's not concentrating on a spell or anything, is he?
The dragon doesn't appear to be.
Okay, good. I mean, that's unfortunate. But
Shame. Okay. Lundy, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's London's
Do you
turn.
need help with the dragon, or should I go elsewhere?
we need to.
We need to take out sorcerers and we need to kill dragons.
There's that dragon down there in the pit, and I don't know how.
There is a very big dragon inside of this pit. He is the only one there.
We need to stop him from eating people. I mean,
Lem's getting tossed over this.
Let him calm down.
No.
Stop. I refuse.
I'd have to attack the dragon with ranged weapon, right?
Yep,
Yeah, if
go
you attack
out.
with a ranged weapon, you'll be able to.
I hit bow.
you also have
You have
axe that
throwing.
Oh, I have throwing hammer.
That
It comes
returns
right
to
back
your
to
hand.
you, yeah.
Yeah, and so you can attack twice with it. And you can
You
still
have
have
Mjolnir.
Does it teleport to his hand?
It
It flies.
hits and then comes right back, literally in his hand.
That's not as good as teleporting, but
As long as he hits.
I suppose that's.
You get 2 attacks with this one because your third attack would have to be a punch. You can try it if you want to.
But I gotta die down there.
So you're gonna just whip your hammer twice.
What if you did
Epic
dive
disadvantage.
What if he jumped in?
What?
What if he jumped in and didn't give a fuck about the barrier?
I mean, he could go in.
Could he go in, take the damage, and just start wailing on the dragon?
Theoretically, you think you could. You'd have to also get out again.
Well, if he killed the dragon, that would get rid of the barrier, right?
Why?
I don't know. Where's the barrier coming from?
Barrier's there. You don't you don't know that doesn't work, but you have no inclination that it does work. You haven't
Fair.
seen any dragons fall within the barrier.
Fair.
What do you think?
I don't know. It's risky.
I'm gonna try
But
throwing the hammer.
yeah, the hammer
Sounds
is the safe play.
Epic disadvantage.
Nice. 23.
That'll hit. You hit an ancient green dragon at epic disadvantage. Not too fucking bad.
Jesus, not
He just cackles at you, and then
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Your mom goes down. D8 plus 5. So
We need
that's
to
9
stable
damage.
play, let's see.
9 points of damage.
Yeah, not much. But
Enough to bloody his nose a little bit.
nope, that doesn't work.
The second one misses. Energy coalesces off the hammer, but the hammer is sturdy and strong with magic and doesn't appear terribly phased. But it bounces back to your hand. You still have a bonus action.
So that should be 10 because I'm damaged. And the hammer's flowing.
That's your axe.
Yeah, the axe gets the extra. The hammers just deal a big boy damage.
I can. If I attack again, it would have to be punch.
Yeah, it would have to be a punching attack, which would risk you hurting yourself. Or you could use your bonus action to dodge, which you know probably wouldn't be very helpful. You can run super ridiculously fast. You can,
Hilariously, you could probably make it up to this dude up there and just
kick off the
RKO.
wizard and try to pull him down out of his thing.
You could probably just jump there. couldn't
I mean,
Yes.
you could literally run up the side of this ledge and then springboard off.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, because that's your movement.
And then punch.
So
Yeah,
this will be
RKO.
And then RKO
10,
off the top.
15, 20,
And it wouldn't be at my
25,
disadvantage.
30,
No!
Would it be surprised because you wouldn't expect me to do that?
55. Would it be,
Sneak attack?
I mean,
You wouldn't see me coming.
yes it
It
would,
would
but
be
since
out
it's
of
in the
nowhere.
barrier, it's still a disadvantage. However, you managed to run up here and you kick jump off the wall. I need an acrobatics check you, that's not a disadvantage. And then you'll reach out to the top of this guy and just try to pull him out of the portal.
32.
Wow! Yeah, you just poof, and you just fucking spiral like towards him like a fucking football, and you reach up and try to grab him. I need you to make an athletics check at disadvantage, and he is going to make a epic disadvantage. He's going to make an acrobatics check, also at disadvantage because he's technically paralyzed by the string.
13.
He got a 7.
You
so
win.
You win! You win!
grab the guy, you hold on. Because you were successful, you managed to reach in. You start to feel the sizzle of the chaotic energy, but you springboard off so fast with a fucking 32 that literally momentum causes the energy to basically miss, and you just plummet down, and you slam him into the ground.
You're fine. You're a monk. You're fine.
I have slow fall.
You're
Yes.
slow fall. How much do you ignore?
I just wrote slow fall.
That's the,
It has to do with his monk level.
yeah.
It's like 10 feet per monk level.
I mean, it's only it's a 50.
I have a 9 monk level.
It's a 50 foot drop. No, your monk level's higher than that.
Your monk level is 14.
Yeah, 14.
I guess I haven't updated that in a while.
Slow fall, 5 times your monk level.
Oh, okay.
So that's going to be 70 feet.
70 feet.
So
Oh,
you
well.
literally like grab him and then you toss him below you and just surf him down, and then you just use him landing on the ground to like spin kick yourself and drop onto the ground. He crashes down prone. He is pulled out of the sphere, and he is going to take 12.
Oh, also you're gonna punch him?
8, 10, 11,
Not
12,
that.
13. Yeah, your bonus attack would have been the grapple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's a shame.
It's okay.
You just you
so-
power that guy.
Altogether,
I
he
start
is
through that guy. I feel like
altogether
Sarah.
he is going to take 41 points of falling damage. So as you surfboard him down, when you land, your right foot lands like it's literally right foot throat floor, and just crush his windpipe and all the bones in his
Is that a
neck.
catastrophic failure?
It is not a catastrophic failure, but since this
It was already at a catastrophe.
it was
Oh,
already
okay.
at critical failure. So this one starts to go haywire, which is going to introduce an additional
I'm gonna do this all the way.
an additional major, and we got a haywire. Oh, that's fucking bad. Okay, so
Fucking bad for who?
okay, so here's
He's
what's
dead, guys.
okay. So here's what happens.
Uh-oh.
I'm pouring one out.
As
for
the
you.
wizard dies and that energy starts to coagulate, you start to see just energy erupts upwards from the green sphere, and the portal starts to just swirl. The whole room gets warmer, and colors fill all of your visions. You hear a cracking sound from up above.
Oh, he's like, one day.
What did he do?
Magical maelstrom filling the central apse of the temple splits suddenly like a crack of thunder. As you look up, you see one large green draconic head